Hello creative friends, welcome to my channel. My name is Allison, aka the Coffee-Nated Creative. I love everything art, planners, journals, and all the things between. If you're new, welcome. I'm so glad you're here. I hope you stick around. And if you're returning, welcome back. Today I'm doing a journal with me and my Hobonichi cousin avec, which is the second half of 2021, working on September 7 and 8. And on the 8th, the biggest thing that happened, the most exciting thing that happened, was my Hobonichi order arrived. Yay! So I love Hobonichi. I feel like many who watch me do as well. No worries if you don't. But this was the most exciting thing that happened this day because it finally came after I waited and waited and waited. No, it was actually super fast, but it felt like a long time. So anyways, I took one of the pamphlets that you get inside the books, the planners. They give you a little pamphlet every year. And this year they had this adorable little cat scene with all these cats playing and having fun in like a park. And it kind of reminded me of like a Chicago situation. Everything reminds me of Chicago, but that lake in the background, the blue, or maybe that's sky, but I'll choose to believe it's a lake. And then the little pond, and I don't know, I just thought it was super cute. So I decided to use it. And then I also used a different part of the pamphlet where they have more realistic pictures of the Hobonichis with the little cats around them. So I thought that was adorable. So I cut those out. Now what you see me doing is I'm using some stamps. I believe these are from Studio L2E. And these number stamps are awesome because they have both the inside and then an outline. So I hadn't used them in a while and I decided to bust out my acrylic block and create the 8. So I used an orangey archival ink and then I used just a plain black archival ink for the outline part of the stamp. And because I was stamping on one of the little pictures of the Hobonichis, I didn't have to worry about bleed through or anything like that, which was awesome. Now what you see me doing is I basically purchased this Hobonichi stamp. It's like a little icon of a journal back in June, but I hadn't used it. So I decided to use it because it seemed completely fitting for this homage to the Hobonichi spread. So what I also did was I saved the white cover that the journal came in. So because I ordered quite a bit from Hobonichi this year, it did come wrapped in like a nice thick white bag. And I kept that Hobonichi writing and then cut it out and stuck it down, which you just saw me do. Now what you see me doing is I have been really getting into the habit of taking art that my daughter, who is about 7 years old, does and putting them in my journal. So basically that little scene that you see me, now I'm doing the background for, was drawn by her. So once I figured out that I wanted to use that little city scene or housing scene, I am now taking some Distress Oxide ink. I believe that's in Cracked Pistachio, and now I'm using, I think those are Faded Jeans, those two different colors of ink in order to create sort of like a background. And then what you'll see me do in a second is I will then glue the drawing that my daughter did with the oranges and the pinks of the houses and put it on the top. So, you know, if you've got kids, if you doodle, if you have anyone in your life who likes to just be creative, definitely don't hesitate to add that stuff into your journal because it's unique, right? Like it's just awesome. So anyways, I think this turned out super cute with the like greenish blue in the background and then the pink and the orange in the houses. Now what you see me do is use a printable from James Burke, and I just love this printable. It's this really tall sort of unicorn-ish type figure, and I've been hoarding it and not really using it for the longest, and I thought it would look perfect in this spread essentially because the buildings are so tall and it just, I don't know, I just wanted to see if it looked good, and I really think it's adorable. So yay, I love it when things like that work out. Now what you see me do is I'm using some washi to add kind of like a little bit of street or something, but because the washi is super thin, I know it's not going to really adhere very well, so I'm using a glue stick to stick it down. And then I'm also using a glue stick to stick down where it says take back your to-do lists, which is something that I got from a magazine, because on this day, it was a day where I really needed to get some stuff done and just really kind of buckle down. And so the to-do list was a huge feature of the day. Then I looked through my stickers and I found that cute little sun sticker, so I had to stick it down, which you'll see me outline around it with a like orangish colored pencil. And then I took some stickers and wrote the Wednesday, because the 8th was a Wednesday. And now I'm looking for numbers. So I usually get my numbers from printables. I love printables by PocketJournalPam, by Kayann Ausherman, by LoveLynnsLife, and February and June, James Burke. I kind of rotate through them. Some I'm constantly subscribed to, others I'll come and then I'll go in terms of Patreon subscriptions, but it's really, really enjoyable to have printables that I can go to, and I store all the numbers, so I have a lot of numbers to choose from. I tend to print them on clear matte label paper, which for those of you who've watched before, you're like, yes, we know, but I love clear matte label paper. It's my favorite supply. Now what I'm doing is basically just writing in some journaling. So on that Wednesday, it was the birthday of one of my colleagues, and it was just very fun to spoil her and give her lots of love. So I wanted to note that. And then on, I'm basically going to journal about how I was so happy that my Hobonichi order came and that everything went smoothly, nothing got crushed or ruined, and how excited I was to open it up. My daughter actually helped me open it, which I thought was cute. And now you see me looking through my stickers. So I have a lot of Happy Planner stickers, as I've mentioned in previous videos, lots and lots of Happy Planner stickers. And so I recently went through a whole reorganization of them, and what you saw me just do, which is take out the sort of bins that they're in, is how I organize them now, which has made it a lot easier. Like, for example, I wanted to document food because I bought cupcakes for my office, and it was very easy for me to find the cupcake stickers compared to before when I would just flip through all the books. So that has been working out wonderfully. The sticker you saw me just put down was of tomatoes, because we have had a lot of tomatoes growing in our backyard, for sure. And then I just basically journaled for the rest of the little pieces of the day. Nothing too, earth-shattering, but that's why I love this daily journal practice, is because it forces you to kind of remember, keep track, and sort of be grateful for the little things. At least it forces me to. So now I'm just coloring in those stamped journals that you saw me do earlier, doing some little details here and there. I am going to get a mild liner and add a little bit of color, but for the most part, this is how the page turned out. So I really think it turned out super cute. It makes me happy, quite honestly. So what do you think? Do you guys cut up your Hobonichi insert pamphlets, or are they sacred? And who's just getting excited for planning and journaling next year, even if you're not in a Hobonichi? I would love to hear your plans, what you think of this spread, and yeah, how you're doing. So again, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it so, so, so much. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.